Does stress keep you awake at night? If it does, then tune to this video. I'm going to talk how to deal with your stress so you can sleep better. I'm Lana, the sleep coach, and I'm very passionate about helping people with their sleep, because once you sleep well, everything else is so much easier to deal with in life and so much more enjoyable. All right, so what is stress? You probably know stress, it's a feeling of overwhelm, but also it's unable to cope with your mental or emotional pressure. And your body feels the stress as well. Your heart is racing, you're sweating, you have racing thoughts, you're not able to focus, you're not able to think properly, clearly, you're not able to accomplish your tasks that you need to do because you are just so distracted. When you're under stress, you also might feel dizziness, shaky, also aches and pain in your body. So your body feels the pain of stress, and sometimes people can go for stress for a short time, but sometimes for a longer time, which is then it's really debilitating when you are dealing with stress for a long time, which is called chronic stress. So what can cause your stress? It could be maybe financial burden, lost a job, no money to pay the bills, they have done some very maybe not very wise decisions with your finances, and found yourself in a very hard place with your finances. So also health can cause a lot of stress. People actually, not only because they're feeling unwell, but they are stressing out about their health. They're thinking about it, it worries them. They're not sure if there will be a treatment for their health problem solutions where they could find this help. Not getting good health care or not getting enough. So your health could maybe also you have too many responsibilities. If you're busy with your work, but also you've got family to look after, or you've got older parents to help them, and you've got younger children at the same time to take them to school, drop to some activities after school. So it's just so much. Or you've got one job, two jobs, and big project at work, then it's just also so can be stressful. Maybe really hard situation at work with your boss, and it is playing on your mind, and you feel under stress. You don't see the solution. You don't see how you could deal with it. So stress, and stress will keep you awake at night. So why you can't sleep? It's so because it's on your mind. Your body is stressed, not relaxed. Because your heart is racing, because you're in your state of arousal. When you go to sleep, you can't fall asleep for a long time, and if you fall asleep, then you wake up and you are thinking about your situation. You're not able to deal with that, and you feel so hopeless that there's so much stress and you can't deal with that. So your sympathetic, when you're under stress, your sympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for our fight and flight, is preparing your body to flee, to run. It's almost you see a tiger outside, so it means that your heart is racing, your muscles are tense, ready to preparing you to run. It means you are your digestion system doesn't work, your relaxation, you're not working, you don't feel hungry, but you need to be in parasympathetic nervous system to fall asleep, which is like your relaxation, your rest and digest system. So that's why when you stress and you can't sleep. So what do we do? How do we deal with that? Dealing with your stress is very important. And It's two things that make stress worse. The not being proactive and not focusing, not dealing with the things that are stressing you out. There might be small things that you're running late every day. What can you do about that? Can you get up from your bed maybe half an hour early to get ready that you're leaving early, and then you're not stressed when you're driving and then sitting in the traffic light and thinking this red light is so long because you're so stressed. So getting up earlier. But then the other thing, it's smaller things like your relationship also. You can maybe deal something, change something in your relationship, spend time with your spouse or with your children, that you have time to talk through the thing. When we don't have time to talk through and too many things build up. So being proactive, so there is more stress when we are not dealing with small things that you come along the way. And then the stress, if you're holding to that for too long, if you're focusing on stress for too long, it becomes bigger thing than it is. You may be, for example, if you're worried about your health, then you booked your appointment, you know you're seeing the doctor, and then you're going to do some blood tests, you know that that's coming up, but there is no point probably stressing out before that till you know what's actually happening, what's maybe wrong with your body, what the treatment will be there. So not making a bigger thing than it is. For example, I'll show you this. If I hold 2 glasses of water, which one do you think will be heavier? Probably would think this one, because so much more water, not this one. But I would say to you, probably it depends what glass you're holding for longer. If I'm holding this one, if I hold only for 5 minutes, might be not as heavy. But if I hold this one for an hour, or maybe for 3 hours, or maybe for half a day, of course, then it will be so much heavier. Your arm will sore, you'll be find it hard to move because you're holding it for so long, for very long. So that will happen with the same with stress. If you're holding the stress for too long, stress becomes chronic stress, and it's harder to deal. It more impacts your health, it affects your body. So dealing with stress that you could sleep better is so important. Paying attention to what is stressing you out, first of all, and what you could do about that. So noticing those things, that actually how your body reacts to some situation or people or conversation, and thinking, what can you do? Because if you deal with your stress well, you'll be able to sleep better. You would be able to be relaxed, be in a rest and digest mode that you can fall asleep easily. I hope it helps, and be proactive with your stress, and then you'll sleep better. Bye for now.